Welcome everyone to the Learn and Tech channel, where every day we try to learn something new. Now we're just going to go back to our report. This is where we left off. Now today we're going to be talking about formatting. Okay, I'm jumping in from later on in the project. This project is actually really long, so I'm going to split it up into two parts. As you can see, we are going to learn a lot in this. Go to print preview so you can get a quick look. Just like that. But I just wanted to let you know that I was splitting this into two parts. So with formatting up here, this whole bar will be used a lot of the time. So some things to look at is go ahead and click on what you want to edit, and then all this will become available. Now, if it isn't number related, you will not be able to use these, but it is, so we can. Now, for more in depth of what you can do with this is you can go up here to format, and then you can hit format field. Another way to get to this is just right click on it and hit format field. Now with this, you can change the style. We go over here to common. This is the object name, and we can give it a tooltip text. Now we can make it read only. We can make it lock position and size. We can make it suppress. This will, anytime you go to print it, it will not print. You can suppress it if duplicate, so it will suppress and not print if it's a duplicated item. You can go to text rotation. If it was a picture, you can make it grow. Horizontal alignment, default, vertical alignment. You can change all this up. CSS class name, so that's cascading style sheet class name. Repeat on horizontal pages. Keep object together. Close border on page break. And then it will show you a sample of what you have. Then you can go to border. And for border, you can go from left, single, double, dashed, and dotted. We will go to bottom and hit double. As you can see, this is how it will look. And then tight horizontal, drop shadow, border black. So you could change your border if you want to get really in depth. Here's a whole chart you can use to make it anything you want. Black's usually the standard. Hit cancel on that. Now we'll go up here to font, and just like you could mess with it over here, you can also adjust it right here. And then right here you can go here and create custom things. Maybe we'll cover that in a future episode. So regular, size, and color, strike out and underline. So we could strike it out and then it'll look like this. Underline. And we've already been to the numbers part. Go to hyperlink. No hyperlink, an email address, a file, a website on the internet. Then DHTML, viewer only. You have these part drill down and another report object and all that. So this is the format editor. It can be extremely helpful. So we'll hit OK. Now that has an underline thing. Actually, let's go back to format field. We'll go to border, hit none on that, but on the country, we will go format field and border. You could do single, which is actually what we'll do. Hit OK. Let's go look at how that looks. So view, print preview, or just go right here to print preview. Everything's got to load up. But as you can see now, let's move this back. As you can see now, it really distinguishes it from the rest of the report, which I really like. And it will do that for all of them that fit that. We'll go back to the regular. Now, other things you can do is if you click on something, you could change its color, just like in the format editor. But once you do it once right here, you can click on other ones and change them, or change multiple, just like that. So if we went to print preview now, as you can see, all of those will be red. Same with whenever it starts again. So we will undo all that, Control Z. Now we're back to where we were. One thing you may have noticed is when we went in there, since we control copied all these up here, it actually controlled the data and not the name. So what we'll do is we're actually going to close out of all of these. Cut. Okay, once you have all those deleted from up here, all we're going to do is right click on each one of these, go to Insert, and then Field Heading. We're just going to do this for all of them. You can't just, unfortunately, hit Select All Section Objects and then right click. There's no way to do that from this kind of thing with multiple selected, but it's okay. Still didn't take that long, and now we can grab all these by doing Select All Section Objects. Maybe we have to click off that and then do it. We'll drag that down to here. We'll make this a little bit wider, give it a little bit more space between them. Not too much. Now, I like to keep these looking a little bit bigger and bolder. It really sets it apart from the actual data itself. So to do that, while we got them all clicked, we'll go ahead and raise them up to 12. We'll make them bold. Now the only thing from here you have to do is adjust them. So now then, all of them are good except for these three. Probably need to be a little bit wider. So we'll go here, try to find too wide. There we go. I didn't need that. And we can always align it. So since you're formatting things, as you can see, it's over here, it's right aligned right now. All we have to do, and there's right align, just hit align left or align middle. But we don't want it this long anyways. There we go. Now let's go to print preview and look at how that looks. Now we're looking a lot better already. Go down here, we may need to add a little bit more spacing, and there's other things we're going to do as well. So let's go ahead and drag this down a little bit more, and instead of dragging one at a time, it's better to just go ahead and grab them all, and we'll move them all down a little bit. There we go. Quick look at that, and much better. I really like the look of that. We also need to make this bigger. Sometimes this can be really big, and I like the way it looks when it's actually formatted that way. I'll show you how that looks now. So we'll go 14. Now these are 12s and this is a 14. We may even go up. Let's do 15. Now then we'll look at how that looks. That's looking better, but we're actually going to go a little bit more. So we'll go to 17. Once again, we'll go ahead and give it some space. And we'll move this down. And then we'll grab all these. There we go. And now we will go to print preview again. And to me, that just looks so much better. Okay, so now if we go to format a date, same way, just right click it and then hit format field. You've seen this on a previous video and actually in this video as well, but we can actually customize this. So we can do date time, time date, date, and just time. You can choose the separator, it don't really give you any, but say you wanted dashes here in between each one of these or in between these two, that's what you could do. Or you could literally do whatever you think looks good. I don't think that looks good, but it's an option. Now if we go to date, this gives us a whole lot of information to work with. So you can do year, month, day, day, month, year, and month, day, year. You can do what type it is, so short, long, or none. You can give it a separator, enclosure, and position. Over here, format, so month, 3, day, year, era, period, type. And then down here, if you click this, link separators to date order, then you can also add in like a prefix, so you could put date with a space. Now it would have that prefix. You can also do that for suffix. Of course, we're not doing that. And then you can also change these to whatever you think looks better. So if you like dashes instead of the slashes, you can also do that. We'll get out of there. And this is our bare minimum. Also, there is time. Almost forgot about that. Sorry about that. But if we go to time, you can use system default format. We can do 12 hours, so it will show 0 to 11:59 a.m. and p.m. Or you can do 24 hours. So as you can see down here, 13, 23, 45. Or you can do 1, 23, 45 p.m. So hours, you can do, 0 in front of it or nothing. Same with minutes and seconds. The way they have it stock is usually a really good way. Crystal Reports is really good about that. And you can have different kinds of separators. So right now it's got the colon, but we could use slashes if we wanted, or it's again anything that you prefer, or a mixture of anything. So we'll hit OK or cancel. Now we can also do this for other things. I want to show you this. So once again, here's our example. And let's go. Okay, so now we can go over here to ship country. Since we know this is text, we can go to format field. Now in this, we'll get more options as well. So right here, here's a sample. So border, once again, you can click any color you want, but it must have a border for it to actually show. So if we did a border all the way around it, and then we could change it to any of these other colors to make it maybe pop out a little bit more. Once again, you can go to more and you can select your own. That way you can get the perfect color that you want. This is the color that's in there. Make it darker, lighter. Say we love this color and it's not up here, or it doesn't fit just perfectly. We can add it to our custom colors, which will go over here. And now we can just click that and use it but we're going to cancel because we don't need that. A drop shadow. I didn't show you this earlier, but if you do this, then let's get our border back. As you can see, it looks like it's lifted off the page, so that can be a cool little effect for you. Okay, so now going back. Okay, just remember this is just part 1 of 2 parts. So if you did enjoy the video, please give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.